Novak, after not having been to the semis for the last 2 years, how does it feel to be back in the Final Four?
Feels great. This has been my most successful Grand Slam throughout my career, the first one that I won back in 2008. I have, as I said on the court, a lot of beautiful memories from Rod Laver Arena. Yeah, past 2 years have been a bit tough with the elbow injury and everything, but over the past 10 years I've had plenty of success here, and obviously that has helped to kickstart the season in a great fashion, and obviously served as a great confidence boost for what was coming up after that. So I think that's one of the reasons why I think I always try to push myself really to focus here and to play as best as I can, so I can really start off the season well. And obviously I'm not the only one, everyone tries to get their hands on one of the 4 biggest titles in sport. But Australia has been really kind to me throughout my career, to say at least.
Coming to this match, knowing that Kei has played many long matches, do you think that even before you hit the ball, psychologically you get some advantage?
Well, it's kind of hard to judge, what has affected him psychologically tonight, because physically he was obviously hurt, and I won most of our matches that we played against each other throughout our careers, but still he's a top 10 player for so many years, and very experienced on the big stage. He has won against all of the top players in a big tournament, so he's had that experience. So I knew that if he's fit, that he'll battle hard, and he'll put in the fight, and obviously wanting to win. But it wasn't to be for him, and I'm really sorry to see him go through pain, and he's had some tough injuries in the last couple of years. I'm sure he's not feeling great about ending the Grand Slam this way, but he has had some marathon matches this tournament that probably have taken the toll on his body.
Probably it won't be a surprise to you, but here in the media room, the talk is it going to be you or Rafa Nadal? So you feel prepared to face Rafa, who is showing a spectacular tennis so far?
I didn't understand really the first part of your consultation or question. Right now it's my press conference, so it would be great to talk about me more than Nadal, but if you want to talk about our possible encounter, we talk about that if we both win semis.
You've spent time in the past with Dylan Alcott, who's been one of the most sort of popular players around this tournament, and I'm just curious what you made of him.
I'm sorry.
With Dylan Alcott.
Yes, Dylan. Yeah,
who you've played, I think, some wheelchair tennis with him.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what you've made of him as a character and as a personality who's been very popular around this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Dylan, deserves the popularity because he's a great guy, very charismatic, and I've said it before. These guys are heroes to me. They really are. I mean, they make the game of tennis even more beautiful, more unique because of what they do and how they do it. They turn their handicap into something that inspires a lot of people, including myself. I've had the opportunity to play with Dylan. He got me into the wheelchair several years ago, and that was one of the, I think, 3 times that I got in the wheelchair to try to play. And every next time I get in and I try to move around and hit the ball, I respect them even more, and I appreciate what they do, because it's much harder than it looks like. And as I said, these guys are inspiration.
Next round you play renewed Luc Pouille. What do you make of his comeback, and what do you expect?
Well, I always thought he's a great quality player. I mean, what he has done this tournament is fantastic. I mean, he has won against some top players, of course, Milos and Choric in the last round, and he struggled a little bit with consistency of his results maybe in the last 2 years, but with the quality of the tennis that he possesses, he deserves to be, you know, definitely at the top 15, maybe top 10 of the world. You know, he's got that quality and potential, no question about it. And it's funny that we're going to play first time against each other. You know, we've practiced many times. We've known each other obviously for a long time, but here we go. You know, we'll see. It's the semifinals, and we both, I'm sure, both want to get to the finals, and you know, hopefully we can both be fresh and fit and put on the great show.
The other night when you played Medvedev, you didn't seem that fresh and that fit at the end of the match. I wonder if you were worried about it. And also some Serbian colleagues of mine told me that yesterday you practiced with off limits, that nobody could watch you practicing. So I would like to know if you confirmed that, and what was the worry to hide some mysterious practice.
Well, to answer your first question, I've played you know, a lot of long rallies with Medvedev, and of course at the end it felt exhausting. But at the same time I recovered well, and I didn't have doubt that I will be fit tonight. So it's a completely different story, obviously, tonight how I feel. And regarding the close practice, I saw that too, that they've you know, published that I insisted on having a close practice. It's absolutely not true. I don't know. I really don't. I've never said anything about close practice. I just went in to practice on the Margaret Court Arena, and there was nobody there. I enjoyed, but maybe from somebody from tournament, I don't know. Yeah, well, you see me every day, so I'm sure you're not missing me.
Can I come and see you tomorrow?
Sure,
Practice.
sure.
Thanks.
Can sit on my bench as well. Advise me.
A year ago, you sat in this room and you were frustrated and injured. In addition to fixing the elbow problem, what other factors, maybe emotionally, have helped you really get back to your prime tennis?
Well, I think it always has to start or go back to the very essence of why I play the sport. You know, it's love and passion for the game, and I think that I had to really, I think, dig deep to kind of inspire myself even more after an injury and surgery. You know, I did not plan to end my career. But different thoughts were going through my mind, without a doubt, that period. Having achieved a lot throughout my career, obviously, you know, puts things in a different perspective. But at the same time, I still enjoy playing tennis, competing, of course, as well. But just for the sake of holding a racket in my hands and playing on any court, whether it's a public court or a Grand Slam court. So I think that that kind of pure emotion got me going, and of course support of loved ones, that is essential. You know, obviously I have to, as anybody else who is a father or a parent, have to find the right balance between a private and professional life, because without that it wouldn't be possible for me to compete at the highest level, you know, for so long. So so far everything is in its order, and what tomorrow brings we don't know, but we hope for the best.